Well, I'm just going to give you a quick sort of video if anyone's interested. I've not been very motivated to do videos at the moment, even on my main channel. I'm still doing this decluttering thing, and at the moment I'm in the largest area of my loft. I don't really have a loft at home as such because my bedroom is in the main part of the loft, but so I have this area at the back of the house which runs the full length of the house, and also have a smaller area at the front which I can't get into very often because it means moving a large chest of drawers out of the way of the access hole. So I'm in here frantically wondering where to shove all these vacuum cleaners, because on Friday a man is coming to service our boiler. Now, I can get downstairs all perfectly clear, you know, within an hour, so it's ready for someone to come in. But because he's servicing the boiler, he might want to bleed all the radiators, which means he has to go into every room of the house, which means I've got to hurriedly shove everything where I can, some in the garage, some in this loft area. So while I'm in this loft area, I've taken a few things out, ready to go to my mum's loft. But I've decided, I had an idea of getting some shelves. So I've been in here and well, I'll show you what I mean. Right, it's pretty tight for space in here because I've got all these vacuum cleaners in here. And they're not best stored, really. Right, so what I'm planning to do is... Now, I have, when we moved in, this was just a void area. It was absolutely nothing. There was no light in here, obviously. There is a hatch there, and that hatch leads into my bedroom. Well, it leads into the back of my wardrobe. Now, one of the earlier things I did was to make that hatch bigger. It was much smaller. I could get through it, no problem, but getting through some of the vacuums was. So I bought a bigger access door and fitted that. And then I've fitted extra insulation on the walls. There's insulation behind this stuff, and obviously I put the lights, 2 strip lights up here. This insulation was already here. So, and I boarded it all up, and it's got carpet and rugs and stuff, but there's an area where there's a lot of pipes. This, behind this wall, is my ensuite, so this is the... I'll tell you why I've put that red line on there in a minute. This is for my toilet. There, my toilet is here. So all my poo-poo goes down that pipe. And there's another pipe that I think is from the shower, that thinner pipe, and there should be one from the sink. So I couldn't actually board right up to here, so there's a lot of wasted space. So I'm going to get this shelving system that will fit on the wall, and it means the shelves will come out over the pipes, enabling me to use a lot of this wasted space, you see. And I'm getting a pack, and it consists of 6 shelves, but I'm getting 3 extra ones, so I'll have 9 shelves, and the wire shelves. And the good thing about this system is it has one sort of long bracket that you fix, and there's one big beam where I fix the light, so they'll have to move or something. So you only have to fix one big bracket, and then the uprights for the shelves just hang off that, so you don't have to screw them into the wall or anything. So I'm going to get 9 shelves which will fit in this sort of rather wasted space. So I should be able to put some cylinder vacuums on it possibly, or some smaller boxed vacuums, or get rid of a lot of little bric-a-brac and stuff, you see. So I'm going to order that probably this week. But in the meantime, as I said, I've got to somehow shove loads of vacuums in here. You see, this is what takes up the room. These uprights, I could take that one out. I do have the box for that one. I'll take that one out because I've got the box. I don't have the box for that. And some of these vintage models, obviously I don't have boxes for, but I do have the box for that one, so I'll take that one out and put that in the garage in its box, so that gets rid of that. So I'll do that. So I just need to sort of just shove a load of stuff in here. Let me just reverse out. because obviously I've got to clear every single room. It's not all going to be perfect, but I don't want the plumber, I'd be so embarrassed. I don't want the plumber coming in and seeing what the house looks like now with all these vacuums all over the shop, you know, which isn't normal, is it? That's the thing with having loads of stuff. And I was on some website, or I saw a video about minimalism, or there was the benefits. Well, I'm never going to be a minimalist, let's face it. But there was one advantage of being minimalist is you can have people over at a moment's notice, and you're not panicking, thinking, oh my God, like I'm doing now. I've got until Friday. It's Sunday now, so I've got until Friday to clear the house. But it's going to be cleared not to my standard. It's going to be cleared out of sight, out of mind. So everything's going to be shoved in here, well, as much as I can. I'll have to rearrange it so I can use the space better. I mean, I've got expensive stuff just thrown about. I mean, I didn't pay for this. This robot vacuum, which is pretty poor. It's a Miele one. It would have cost a lot if I wouldn't have bought it myself. But I've got the box for that. I should put that in its box. So look, it's just ludicrous. You know, I've bought drawer units there, and that is quite good for storing stuff. But I can't get the drawers open because there's stuff in the way. So anyway, yeah, if you've tuned into this and you don't know what I do for my main channel, I demonstrate and unbox vacuum cleaners mainly. That's why there's all this. So, you know, I've got an excuse. But yeah, if you are interested in my vacuums, you'll maybe seeing things you haven't seen yet, because I've got so much stuff. Look, we've even got a little girl there. A realistic toy. An Electrolux. So, yeah, let me just... Oh, heck. And you see, if you don't store things away properly, they get damaged. And there's no point in having a collection of anything. Right, I'm going to still have a collection of vacuum cleaners and other odds and sods. But, what's that? Oh, it's my Dyson. But if they're not stored correctly, you know, like this obviously isn't at the moment. I mean, it's worse now because I've just thrown those over there to get out of here. But, you know, you can't get to stuff. So I think the shelves will help, you know, over there. But yeah, I just need to really I think that's what I'll do first when I've stopped talking to you. I'll get that Hoover Freedom out, because I can put that in the garage in its box. And just try and shove everything to one side. That's all I'm going to have to do until Friday, because I haven't time to sort it properly before Friday. This is an ongoing thing, and it's getting done, but it's one step forward, two steps back at the moment. So now I've got a deadline. I've got to get stuff. I've got to get the house looking reasonably normal for Friday. The man might not come in every room to bleed the radiators, but I can't risk it. I can't risk him not. You know what I mean? I probably won't be here. I'll probably be at work, so I won't have to. But it's just the thought of somebody coming in and seeing this and telling all his plumber friends, "Oh, there's something weird going on in that house." And there is. I admit there is something weird going on here. But I am a weirdo. So, yeah. So yes, as I said, it's going to be out of sight, out of mind. It's not going to. When this is finished, this will be properly, and I'll show you this when it's finished in a few months or weeks, depending on how quickly I get it done. You'll see all the shelves. You'll see it all sorted. Hopefully there'll be a path all the way through, so I can access things that are stored in here. Because at the moment everything's stored in here. There was a vacuum right at the back there that I needed to put in its box. But I had to obviously move loads of stuff out to just get access to the back. It's not. I want this to be a storage area where I can access the stuff. That's the whole point, you know. It can't be just like a storage unit I'd rent and just shove everything in and forget about it. No way am I paying to store any of my stuff. I will rather sell stuff rather than do that. I'm not paying out good money to keep stuff I don't look at. But I still want to keep the stuff. for the future. There will come a time when I'll start selling a lot of them, I think. But we'll see how it goes. I know something will happen. Well, I'll say I've got a lot stored at my mum's, and when my mum passes away, obviously, I won't have that storage space. But what I would like to have done, I would have liked to have sorted it long before that. I don't really want to face having to empty all that stuff out and find somewhere for it when I'm grieving for my mum, you know? So hopefully that will be done long before. I just need to sort myself out, really. I've always been like this, so I've always had a messy bedroom. But I've always liked it tidy, and I've tidied it and I've felt really good, and then the mess creeps back, and it just does it so easily. I'm going to get out of here, and you'll see the mess in my bedroom now. Let's crawl out here. Yeah. Oh, hang on. It's a good job, you know, I'm going to get to an age, sorry about the camera angle, I'm going to get to an age when I can't get myself into tight spaces anymore. Anyway, so yeah, this is, that's the door. Oh, what's that? So I've had to take stuff out of, all my clothes are on the bed at the moment. Right. Do you remember that nice clean bit of area I showed you in the last video? There it is now. Yeah, I don't want anyone coming to... I don't know, I'm showing the world this, aren't I? But anyway, look. I'm sad, aren't I? Sado. I'll be selling this. This is the one I'll be selling. Look. Because I've got more than two. These I got all new, which was very lucky. But that one I bought before I got these ones. But it's discoloured. Can you see the difference? I'm going to get some hydrogen peroxide hair cream. And people call it retro brighting. So basically you brush the cream on, wrap it in cling film and put it out in the sun, and it should restore this discoloured plastic to how it should be. But also this is worse because I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if we can see. Oh, there is the sticker. Can you see? It's hard to see. It's actually etched on. There's been a sticker on the front of this, and it's more or less printed on. It should be that colour. This is the sticker that was on the machine, and it was left on the machine like that. So when I took it off, there we are, you could still see it behind. It's hard to tell with the, you know, you can just about see it there. So I'm hoping the retro brighting will restore this discoloured Cotswold beige. Do you see, that's the colour it should be. Can you see that? Yeah, yeah. So, let me just pop that back. So I will be, once I've got this retro brighted on, I will sell that. But yes, this is where I'm at today. And one day you will see this absolutely fantastic and tidy, and every drawer will be opened and you'll see what I've done. This all needs, everything needs redecorating, the whole house needs redecorating, even in here, you know, because it's just tapped. Oh, I can turn this light on. There we are, it's a bit better. Focus. Yes. So yeah, so that's about it for today. Just thought I'd have a chat and just, you know, say what I'm up to now. Yeah, a bit down. So thanks for joining me. I will get there, but it's just ridiculous. I've said it before and I'll say it again, I've got something wrong with me here. And I keep repeating the same patterns, you see. I think, right, no more vacuum cleaners for a few months, and then I see one that's on offer and think, oh, I'll just have that one, and then, oh, I'll have that one, oh, that's good, oh, I'll have that. Dear me, I really need to see a psychiatrist, but never mind. Perhaps talking to you is my therapy, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's okay, I'm not down, I will get through it. One day. Bye for now.